Hey, what is up guys? It's VinitDesigns here with a brand new tutorial. We're back in Photoshop and today we're going to be creating this cool glow effect, and it's very easy to do. So I'll show you how to create this effect, and you can apply the settings to anything really. You can create more complex designs and then apply the glow settings and create awesome artwork. So let's get right into it. Create a new layer. First thing is we want to set a background. So the quickest way is to set a background color right here. So this black, and then hold Control or Command backspace on your keyboard, and now we have a black layer. So let's add a new layer. Bring up the brush tool by hitting B on your keyboard, or you can also go to the toolbar on the left side and go into the brush tool like this. And the size should be fairly large, and then hardness 0. Brush size large, around the size of this document like that. The color I've chosen is a blue, and I'll show you the hex code right here. It's 177-4FF, and you can copy that on your clipboard. Then just click in the center of this document somewhere like that, and then just drop the opacity down to 15% so that it's very subtle. And if you want, you can hit Control or Command T on your keyboard and then just expand this out like this so that it's a bit more wider if you want, and it might make the edges a bit smoother. Next step is to create another layer and add our circle. So let's go to the ellipse tool, which is found under the rectangle tool right here. And then let's remove the stroke. We don't need a stroke at this moment. We want to create a fill. And let's set the background to black. And just click and hold Alt and Shift on your keyboard to create this nice circle. And then we can center it in the document. Now we want to make a copy of this. The first one is going to be a fill. So let's just rename this to fill. Then Control or Command J on your keyboard, and then rename this to border. The letter U on your keyboard, and then remove the fill from this object, and then add a stroke. So the stroke we can just set to black, and the size should be 25 pixels. Around that should be fine, and we can't notice anything because both layers are black. But for now, let's just go to our fill layer and double click on the layer. Then we want to set an outer glow. The settings are already applied, but let's just say we start from scratch. And then let's just increase the opacity to 100. The noise, this is optional. If you want, you can add some nice noise grain effects to it. You can see that pixelated on the edge. And then the spread around 5%. You can increase that if you want, but it's nicer to have a softer spread and not too harsh. And the size can be around 35 pixels. If you want, you can bump it up more if you want that glow to spread out around the document even more. But 35 is a nice area to start with, and then we could just hit OK. The second step is to add some glow and color effect to the border. So let's double click on the border layer like this, open up our color overlay, and you can apply this glow color 65E3FE. And then hit OK, opacity 100, blend mode normal. Then also add an outer glow. The outer glow settings is exactly the same as the first circle we did for the fill, so just keep it at the exact same settings. The third option we want is inner glow. You can either keep this at white for the color. It's totally fine if you want to keep it very bright and white. But let's set this to a nice teal or blue color. And so the hex code for that is C7FDFF. Like that, and then the opacity around 75% is good. Size is at around 15 pixels. You can bump that up if you want. But the reason why I'm adding this inner glow is so that we have a nice subtle highlight ring inside, so that it gives out more of a neon store sign looking effect. So that's pretty much it. We have this done. The next step is to reduce the size of the circle. So let's just hit Control or Command T on your keyboard, Shift and Alt on your keyboard, and then that's pretty much it. We have this circle ready to go. We can group it, Control or Command G, and then rename it to ring, and then duplicate, Control or Command J, and then just merge this. So convert to smart object, and then Control Command T. Then we can reduce the size like this, and now we have this cool eyeglass looking effect, and that's pretty cool. I really like this. So we can just duplicate this if you want. You can play around with it. And then move it around, and I'll show you how to change the color of this. Now this is where it gets cool, because even though we set all the color parameters, settings, everything, and we have it done, we can go ahead and just add a hue and saturation layer, and then put this layer above any of the rings, and just hold Alt or Option and then click in between those two layers so that we have a clipping mask. And now drag the hue slider to left or right, and you can select a different color. and you can set it to an orange, for example, right? And then you can duplicate this hue and saturation, bring it down, and then clipping mask it to a different circle if you want, and then change the hue slider again, and maybe you want a purple color, and that's how quick it was to create this effect. In this example, I created circles, but let's say you have a logo that you want to add an effect. You can drop in your logo file and then just apply these settings and then tweak it a little to match your design, and you can create some wonderful glow effects right in Photoshop, and it's super quick to do. Hopefully you guys loved this tutorial. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, leave a like, make sure to turn on the notifications so that you don't miss out on future videos. And I want you guys to join my journey to create some cool artwork and just have fun with it. So anyways, enjoy your day, take care, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.